What's going on, theme park fans? How you all doing? Today I'm going to be giving my overall review of the Curse of Alton Manor at Alton Towers Resort. Now this is a spoiler warning because there is going to be spoilers in this video, and I'm going to be talking about what is inside the Curse of Alton Manor. So if you don't want to know any of that stuff, please click away and watch one of my other videos, or watch a different video right now because yeah, there is spoilers in this video. But for those of you who don't mind spoilers or who've already ridden it, then I'm going to be discussing my review for you guys. Alright, so yesterday, at the time of recording this, I was at Alton Towers Resort for the second day, the opening weekend for the Curse of Alton Manor and overall Alton Towers. As soon as I got in the park, we went straight down to the Curse of Alton Manor, and the atmosphere around there altogether was really good. Like, loads of people riding the Curse of Alton Manor, loads of YouTubers, loads of enthusiasts. But yeah, we got down there, and the overall plaza is great theming. The facade of the house is absolutely phenomenal. That's really good, like with the silhouette and the cracked window with Emily in it, and just it looks better than Jewel did. And they actually took the crypt, which was on the old where the zombie used to be with a laser gun. They used that for the entrance for the Curse of Alton Manor, which is also a really good reuse of a old prop, which I think is really good. So we went in the queue, and I have to say this queue line was very, very entertaining, since there was loads of tombstones around to look at, little Easter eggs and hints and nods to old, past and present rides at the Alton Towers Resort. And yeah, it was just really good with the fog and the music. Yeah, it was awesome. And the queue went really fast. Like, it didn't even feel like we queued for half an hour, I think we queued for, but yeah, it did not feel like that. It went really, really fast. And then we got into the actual facade, the actual building, and the queue in there is awesome. The little pre-show thing before, yeah, so like there's like a little, like, it's kind of like Darren Brown's ghost train type of technology that they used in the dollhouse. And yeah, she was like running around, said, "Can I go to the party?" And then they said, "No, get to your room, you wretched little creature," which is a bit mean. And then she ran back to her room, started doing some weird stuff, and then went up in the air, and she turned like the entire room like UV, and there were loads of writing on the walls, and it was really, really cool. And then we went into the actual station, really good. You can't even tell that there's that it was the old Jewel station. And then we got on the ride. We started going through, and there was some like broken walls, like flickering on the inside, and it was just like it's hard to explain, but there was like broken walls and they were moving and stuff. And yeah, and we went round, and there was like there's a few, this is what I'm gonna say, there's a few set pieces from Jewel that are still there. So there's like still a lot of Jewel theming still there, so it still kind of looks like Jewel on the inside when you're riding, but overall it's really good. So yeah, we went through, and there's some really cool effects. You, like, when you're in the dining hall scene, you look straight ahead of you, and there's like this long hallway, and Emily appears, and she's like glowing and stuff. And then we went round the corner, and there's a few dark spots in there. There's quite a few dark spots in the Curse of Alton Manor, like where there's no theming whatsoever. It's just completely pitch black, and there's just audio. Yeah, it's not the best, but I mean, can't really complain. But yeah, it's they could have put a few little theming bits in there, but I get they didn't have much time to do it. But that I feel like they could have put a few like theming in there, because yeah, it was just kind of like you were just sat there kind of just staring at nothingness and listening to audio, which, you know, isn't the best. It was a bit like them the Invitation and the terminal at Thorpe Park, where you're just listening to audio. It's, yeah, they could have put a lot of stuff in there. Anyways, moving on. But there's a really good thing that did come back from Jewel, which was the spinning tunnel. Yeah, that's probably one of my favourite effects on there. Really good. Yeah, it's really trippy. I really like it. But the attic scene, and a few of the effects weren't working. sometimes it wasn't working at all, and then sometimes like it was like delayed, so they popped out when we've already gone past them. But yeah, you know, this is the thing. I don't want it to be as unreliable as Jewel was with the effects and stuff. And then we moved on to the garden scene. This is the part where we broke down. Actually, the car stopped moving and it said, "Please remain seated." You know, all that stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna get a bit worried for this actually, because really don't want it to be like what Jewel was, like always breaking down and having effects broken, because it has really good potential, and as you've seen on opening day, the queues get really big. So yeah, it's a really good ride, but I hope it doesn't go down the same path as Jewel did. But you know, yeah, I hope it doesn't. But yeah, we went through the garden scene. Still a few little, like, this is the most set pieces that are still from Jewel. Like, the entire garden scene is basically the same from Jewel, apart from a few little bits, like it obviously added theming to fit with the Curse of Alton Manor. And then we went into Emily's dollhouse, which was another one of my favourite bits, because there's a lot of little hints and nods, and there was even a duck from the flume. That was awesome to see, by the way. That was one of the best bits about it. And there was like a few things popping out here and there. But yeah, that was one of the best bits about it, definitely. And then she started saying like "you're mine" and stuff, and there was quite a lot of visual effects. And yeah, that's a bit it really, like a few strobes, and then the ride ended. So yeah, when the ride ended, it was a really good ride, but I was a bit disappointed because there was a mirror scene in there with Emily where you go across and Emily's supposed to be behind the glass, but that didn't work either. So yeah, that I was just a bit disappointed at that. But yeah, that's my overall review of the Curse of Alton Manor. I'm hoping that this isn't gonna be like this forever. Hopefully they step up the game a little bit. I hope they add some more theming in the future, because they have a lot of potential to. But yeah, if you have liked this video, make sure you like and subscribe. If you're going to Alton Towers, make sure you do ride the Curse of Alton Manor, because it's a great dark ride nonetheless. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
If the art can assist.